make a wash and kind of stain it.
Yeah, it's a mineral-based paint.
Really good. Let's do 1 to 1.
We'll start 1 to 1.
Okay. Ish.
Ish. Very ish.
This is kind of a cocoa color.
I think. It is. It's like, it's a cocoa color. And you got it by mixing black and orange, right? We didn't have the color we wanted.
and a little red.
And a little red. Yeah, we didn't have the color we wanted, so we just mixed.
It's easier when you just buy the color you need, but...
That's true. But when you live 100 miles from the nearest store...
Exaggeration station.
I just drove here 100 miles. 60.
Okay. Alright, that'll do. Let's go ahead and go on Liberty. You want to do it? I feel you're itching to do it.
I do. I don't know why. I just swish, swish, swish. Like swabbing the deck.
Is that how you're planning on doing it?
We'll see. Maybe. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
That's nice. I like it.
I know you're... I can always sense when you're wanting to give me direction.
No, not at all. It looks really good. And what's cool is it's a lot, you know, we're going to layer up and it's going to have variation.
Yeah.
In the green. Nice job. You did a very nice job.
Okay, you guys, this part I'm super excited about. I never get tired of using our Barnwood Plank Stamp set.
So, the first thing you do with any of your IOD decor stamps is to do a little bit of conditioning on it. And all that does is gives this a little bit of tooth. So any mediums that are prone to beading will sit nice and still and you'll get a good impression. Most of the time with most decor stamps, you don't do what I'm about to do. Only with some of them. With some of them, you do what I'm about to do.
That's the most convoluted way to say that.
And that is, I'm cutting these apart into pieces and leaving them on the backing that they came on.
Scissors are...
I know what I'm doing.
dangerous.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Also, sharp edges on that, trim those off. Otherwise they'll poke you. Ask me how I know. You can use a silicone mat or an acrylic plate, but you want to make sure that it's flat because the whole point of using a nice artist quality brayer is that you're getting an even load on your brayer.
Most of the time we use an acrylic sheet just because it has a little more heft and is a little more stable, but we were lazy and didn't want to go downstairs. So we're just using the sheet that came with the stamps.
And then you're
it works. Just a little bit of paint. One thing that we hammer home and really often let people know is getting the right, what we call the load of paint onto the brayer and onto the stamp is key in success with the decor stamps. A lot of times the mistake that is made is it's too much paint or not enough. And the best way to get used to the feel for that and get used to the right amount is simply playing with it. Get out a piece of scrap wood and just get your stamps out and just start playing around until you get a feel for the right load.
Don't shift. And you might have noticed that I did not cover all the kerf marks on this because
you want a nice natural finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Not an abrupt end.
Exactly.
And that gives, if you continue on, you get different kerf marks in each one too. It gives it a more natural look and no repeats.
Breaks up the pattern so that it's not a repeat of, you don't have the repetition.
C'est l'enfer qui nous a menés ici. La guerre ou quelques mauvais.
So now we are adding the nail holes and board dividers.
lay it down so I can get this. That was loud.
Okay. And let's see. We want them on the edges. So we're just doing them on the edges. You can put these wherever you want them, depending on how large you want your boards to be.
L'ombre du silence sur nos vies, l'avenir sombre de nos enfants, mais la porte est fermée.
This is just kind of a funky little fun. This is the lid off of one of our decor transfers, and rather than throw it away, I'm using it to simulate the look of a glass stain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's take this.
Use that. I would use that color, not the
This
black.
color?
I think so.
Okay. And
A watermark almost.
it's a
Or
little.
whatever's easiest. If it's easier to use that, then use that. Okay. There we go.
We just kind of get it a little bit
Soggy.
soggy and.
Perfect.
Right?
I love that. Yeah.
And then probably a little darker would be good, I think.
There we go.
That good?
Fort, la porte est blindée, on reste dehors, mais la porte est fermée.
We are using typesetting, and you can do all different
I'll
types
pull
of
the
mount,
letters off for you.
all different types of mounting. This time we're using our thin mount, which is just kind of a nice sturdy clear sheet that has a little bit of rigidity to it, but can flex to any surface.
And your IOD stockist carries these, and they usually retail for about $3 or $4.
Yes. Okay, so we need to do 1 Corinthians, right? 1 Corinthians. So you lay your stamps face down as you are arranging them.
Fort, la porte est blindée, on reste dehors.
Flip that bad boy over.
Again, just making sure you have the right load of paint. Thin, even coat.
Yes, this is the part that just takes a little practice to get to where you're really happy with the impression, but it's so worth it. It's totally... Okay, you do it. I'm gonna defer to you.
That was very loving of you, sister.
So it's worth the practice, and anybody can do this. Just give yourself a little bit of practice space, and you'll get better and better at it.
So once you lay it down, again, you don't want to shift.
Exactly.
And you don't want to
get
press
good.
so hard that you warp the design, but you want nice, even, firm pressure. You don't have to press so hard that it squishes the stamp, but you want it to come in you want that medium, whatever medium you're using, to come in full contact with your piece.
Nice. Nice. Lift that up. And let's see the beauty that is. Oh,
Perfect.
beautiful.
C'est la mer qui nous a menés ici. Un navire traversé de vagues noires. Le prix du billet, ce fut parfois nos vies. Les papiers sont notre seul espoir. Mais La porte est fermée, le coffre est fort. La porte est blindée, on reste dehors. Mais la porte est fermée, le coffre est fort. La porte est blindée, on reste dehors.
Okay guys, so this is our Iron Orchid Designs Distress Decor Stamp. We love this. It's a texture matte.
And chippy.
And chippy. We are going to use these to add an extra layer of texture and dimension and vintage and distress onto this sign. So we take it out and we're gonna go ahead and season it off camera.
C'est la colère qui nous a menés ici. L'attente d'une place promise, jurée. Nous voilà à la porte du paradis.
What do you guys think? We kind of love it.
We love it. So I would say let this dry good and then seal it with your favorite top coat or wax or whatever you usually like to use, or whatever your stockist recommends, because wherever you get IOD products, they will carry their favorite brand of artisan
and
furniture
sealer.
type decor paints and sealers, and they will have great advice and support for you.
Very true, very true. And then it's ready to hang on your wall to
Absolutely.
remind you how to edit
For
that
those
part
of
out.
us, for those of us that need a little reminder about what love means.
Not saying any names, Josie. Just kidding.
Yes, me. Yes, me. But for reals, happy Valentine's Day, you
Happy
guys.
Valentine's Day.
Love the
We love
IOD
you.
Sisters. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.